Natchitoches police tell us they're looking for a gunman responsible in that city's latest homicide. The fatal shooting happened this morning at an apartment on North Melrose Avenue. That's where police found 21-year-old Joshua Chism fatally shot.
Nestled in the historic heart of Louisiana, the 100 block of North Melrose Avenue in Natchitoches typically gives the aura of Southern charm. This street has lots of trees, and you'll often see local folks around. And sometimes you can hear kids laughing. But something strange happened on the morning of April 12 that would completely change what people thought about this neighborhood. At 10:42 a.m. sharp, a regular doorbell camera on someone's house saw two guys coming up to an apartment. They seemed a bit nervous, and if you looked closely, you could see one of them had a gun sticking out of their pants. Just 3 minutes later, at 10:45 a.m., the same camera saw these guys running out of the apartment with a dog, looking really scared. While the neighborhood was trying to figure out what was going on, the Natchitoches Police Department, NPD, got a report that worried them. Just before 11 a.m., their worst fears came true. They found the body of Joshua Chism, a 21-year-old who lived in one of the apartments. He had been shot and killed. The ripple effects of this incident were profound. The initial shock gave way to collective grief. As news of the homicide spread, families huddled indoors. Conversations filled with disbelief, and an ominous shadow seemed to hang over North Melrose. Amidst this chaos, a vigilant citizen, S. Lane, realizing the potential value of their Ring doorbell footage, submitted it to KSLA, potentially offering the first tangible lead in the case that would help them catch suspects. On the outskirts of an investigation that shook the core of Natchitoches, two central figures emerged: Johnny Williams, a 21-year-old resident of the town, and an unidentified 17-year-old juvenile, both now ensnared in the wheels of justice. Their involvement and subsequent apprehension would reshape the narrative surrounding the tragic homicide on North Melrose Avenue. Steeped in a troubled past, Johnny Williams was no stranger to the corridors of the criminal justice system. Born and raised in Natchitoches, those who knew him described a life that was tinged with struggles and frequent run-ins with the law. While details of his prior convictions remain sensitive, it's clear that they created a backdrop against which his latest arrest would be viewed with added severity. Charged with principal to second-degree murder and the illegal possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, Williams found himself facing a possible future behind bars, a consequence intensified by his history. The gravity of these charges echoed the weight of the evidence against him, further compounded by the digital footage, which placed him squarely at the scene of the crime. Soon after his arrest, Williams was taken to the Natchitoches Parish Detention Center, a facility known for its stringent security measures, designed to house individuals deemed a significant risk to society. Here, Williams would await the next steps of his judicial journey: arraignment, possible bail hearings, and potentially a trial. The involvement of a 17-year-old in such a grave incident added a layer of complexity to the case. A juvenile at the precipice of adulthood, yet entangled in an act that would mark his transition to maturity with a dark stain. The charges against him were damning: second-degree murder and illegal possession of a firearm by a juvenile. Given his age, the standard legal procedures had to be adjusted. Instead of the regular detention facilities, he was placed in the Ware Youth Center, a specialized institution meant to address the unique needs of troubled young individuals. The center focuses not just on punitive measures, but also rehabilitation, ensuring that young inmates have a shot at reforming and reintegrating into society. In an age where technology often intersects with daily life, the Ring doorbell footage became the silent witness to the events of that fateful day, capturing the crucial moments leading up to the crime and immediately after. This digital evidence played a pivotal role in narrowing down the suspects and establishing a timeline that corroborated other pieces of evidence. With the footage submitted by a vigilant citizen to KSLA, the Natchitoches Police Department had a lead that was both undeniable and compelling. In the blink of an eye, what was once just a tool for homeowners to check their front doors became instrumental in solving a heinous crime. Cybersecurity and forensics expert Dr. Elaine Rogers comments that digital surveillance tools like Ring doorbells have transformed criminal investigations. While they offer homeowners a sense of security, for investigators they can provide unfiltered, unbiased accounts of events. such evidence is invaluable, as it's untainted by human memory or bias. Before we continue with the video, take a second to subscribe to our channel. Further, Dr. Rogers emphasized the importance of preserving the integrity of digital evidence. Once you have a digital record, it's crucial to ensure it's stored securely, preventing any tampering. Fortunately, tools like Ring often have robust security measures, ensuring the authenticity of the footage. The role of digital surveillance in this case cannot be understated. It expedited the identification of the suspects, solidified the sequence of events, and provided clarity in an otherwise chaotic situation, leaving Joshua's friends and family with no context of what had happened. In the somber aftermath of the tragedy, the community of Natchitoches found itself grappling with the painful void left behind by the untimely demise of Joshua Chism, a young man whose life was so abruptly halted. Born and raised in Natchitoches, Joshua was known by family and friends as a beacon of positivity. His close friend Leon spoke of their shared dreams and aspirations. Josh wanted to travel, see the world. "We had this pact to visit every major city in the US by the time we turned 30, he recalled, a smile touching his lips at the memory of their youthful ambition. As the days passed, preparations began for a final farewell. The Winfield Memorial Funeral Home, a familiar establishment in Natchitoches, took on the somber task of hosting Joshua's memorial service. Set for April 21, 2023, the community braced itself to bid adieu to one of its own. The service, held in the funeral home's chapel, saw an overwhelming turnout. Friends, family, acquaintances, and even strangers came together, a testament to Joshua's widespread impact. Minister Bishop Ruby Nelson Petticlow officiated the service, offering words of comfort and hope to the grieving assembly. "We gather not just to mourn the loss of a young life, but to celebrate the vibrance and love Joshua brought to each of us," she said, urging everyone to remember the joyful moments, the laughter, and the love. As the Natchitoches community grapples with the aftermath of the tragedy, the quest for justice continues fervently. Detective Devonta Stevenson, leading the investigation, emphasizes the meticulous efforts to uncover the truth while navigating intricate challenges. The community's role remains paramount, with residents urged to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities, leveraging tools such as the P3 Tips app. Reinforcing this call to action, Natchitoches Crime Stoppers offers incentive for criminal leads that can expedite the arrest of offenders. Simultaneously, legal experts weigh in on the potential outcomes for the accused, drawing parallels with Louisiana's stringent laws and precedents from similar past cases. If you like this video, make sure to share it with your friends and family as well. To stay posted with our upcoming videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel. So, what are your thoughts on this case? Comment them down below.